Welcome to the first session of Business Plan series. In this session, we will provide a holistic overview of the business plan. What is a business plan? Why do we need a business plan? Who is the audience of a business plan? And the main parts, the outline of the business plan. Each part of the business plan will be covered in more detail in the coming sessions of Change Zone's Business Plan series. Why do we need a business plan? Business plan is one of the most important documents to be used by managers, business owners, and entrepreneurs. A corporate needs a business plan as a blueprint and a roadmap to achieve goals and strategies. Therefore, developing a business plan is part of doing the business itself. What is a business plan? As a definition, a business plan is a written document, describes the whole idea of the business, its goals, needed resources to start up or to grow the business. It is a roadmap to the business, shows the current situation, where I am now as a company, where I am going next year or after 3 years, and how I'm supposed to get there. Business plan audience. It's very important to know who will read and use the business plan. In fact, we can find different types of audience need business plan with different purposes and interests. For example, managers and employees will use a business plan as a roadmap and guide, whereas investors and bankers are more interested to know about the managerial background and history of management board, and of course the financial statements and figures to make sure that the business will be able to pay back its loans. Business plan outline. Business plan is an integration of functional plans such as marketing plan, financial plan, manufacturing plan, operation plan, organizational plan, and so on. The following figure shows the main parts of the business plan. It's very important to know that business plan can be different among industries and among companies in the same industry. Business plan templates should be adapted and customized according to the corporate needs. You can delete, add, modify sections. Business plan is used to document corporate strategies, so it should fit the business. Here we introduce a general outline for a business plan. Make sure to customize it according to your needs. We can start first by Introductory Page. It is the cover page for a business plan. It is important to the external use, the investors, suppliers, customers, etc. From this cover page, reader can know the address of the business, co-founders or contact person addresses to contact with, brief idea about the business. Sometimes financial figure represents the desired loan, and confidentiality statement if needed. Executive summary. This part usually written after finishing the whole business plan. It is the most important part because from this summary, reader will have the impression about the entire content of the business plan and decide if it's worth reading. Its number of pages depends on the size of the business plan. It's suggested to be in 2 to 3 pages summarizing all different plans and parts of the business plan. Example, the executive summary for Healthy Meals Restaurant provides an overview about the concept of healthy meals, people who will consume our concept, meals, dishes, and other services that will be provided, geographical location to be covered, the chef's overall competencies, planned budget and expected revenue and profits, who might be a candidate supplier, management team, why this business is important and profitable, and so on. General description of business. This part starts by the mission of the business, gives more details about the product or services provided by the business, its location, size of business, equipment and personnel required. So this part includes general information about the business. Marketing plan. It is a written document of marketing goals and activities to be followed in business plan. This part includes description for targeted segment, analysis for the micro and macro environment, competitor analysis and future demands in the market. Also the SWOT analysis, which is based on industry, environment and competitor analysis will be explained in this part. And then will be the marketing mix, which includes the product or service description, pricing policies, promotion plan, place, and distribution plan. Marketing budget is important in this part, and it will help to formulate the financial plan. Example, the segment characteristics. In this restaurant, we target healthy conscious customers with middle income, live in West and East Amman, and they depend regularly on fast meals restaurants. We formulate our marketing objectives by making a SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. For instance, when the level of market awareness concerning healthy food raises, our restaurant will have the opportunity. Since demand will increase, and hence we can grow and increase profit. If the level of inflation increases, fuel prices increases, and then people will have less to spend on restaurants, and this will pose a threat to our business. If our capacity for producing meals is enough, then we have a strength that we can exploit the increase in demand. If we don't have such a capacity, then this is a weakness and we have to do something about it. We design our marketing mix 7 P's: product, people, price, place, process, physical evidence, and promotion. For instance, we describe the sort of meals and dishes they wish to have from our restaurant, how many meals they will consume in a period of time, how much they can afford to pay for our meals, the price, where we should locate our restaurant, the place, and then how we are going to promote our restaurant. Operational plan. This part describes the operations of the business, the internal processes, production processes, flow of information, logistics operation with suppliers and customers, flow of orders and goods, and the use of technological solutions and IT software. For instance, we need to explain briefly the process of serving meals to customer in our hall and for external deliveries. We also need to choose and organize our relationship with the suppliers to get healthy vegetables on time and according to our standards. Organizational plan. This part describes the organizational chart, the role and responsibility of the employees, the management team and their qualifications, the ownership form of the business, for example, partnership, corporation, and so on. It includes also principals, shares, and authority. For example, in Healthy Meals Restaurant, we have manager, accountant, 3 main chefs, 5 chefs assistant, 7 waiters, cashier, and logistics responsible. The co-founder of the business is the manager. He has 10 years experience running restaurants and has a degree in leadership. Learning and development plan. This part can mention the competencies needed to achieve the business objectives. Details of designing and running the programs should be assigned to Human Resources and Development Unit. For example, we need to provide customer service training to our waiters, and for chefs, we provide catering and meals decoration training, food safety and hygiene training, and healthy food training. Financial plan. Operating, sales, and manufacturing budgets should be estimated. This part includes budgets, financial statements, the income, cash flow, balance sheet statements, calculations for break-even, and the sources of needed fund. For example, we can estimate the cost of the restaurant per month, expected demand on meals per month, based on surveys or historical patterns. And so we can estimate revenues, calculate break-even. For instance, if we have 100 meals per month as a break-even, that means we start generating profit after selling 100 meals per month. Less than 100 means our costs exceed our profits. Legal plan. This part mentions the legalization required to perform or approve business initiatives. For example, we can list the legal prerequisite and terms to get license from the Ministry of Health, trademarks registration process, contracts and agreements with main food suppliers, and so on. Assessment risk. This part includes the evaluation for potential risks of the business, with different suggested scenarios to reduce the risk. It also contains contingencies plan in case risk could not be avoided. And finally, the appendix. Any extra information can be attached in this part. For example, rent contracts, letters, price lists, etc. Thank you very much. Find more downloads and materials on Free Learning Zone next week.